This is your favorite show that you ain't even know about yet.
Right this second. Welcome to your favorite show that you ain't even know about yet. YKTV Wit V, and we got Miss Lecz
Hey.
What's going on, man? We were just I definitely cut the mic on a little soon. If you hear my intro, ain't even all the right, ain't all the way right yet. Your favorite show that you ain't know about yet. YKTV Wit V, What's Hood Radio, all indie music all the time. Your favorite show you ain't know about yet?
Mm-hmm.
Bet. Okay, because we was talking about how we were talking about Fine, and we were talking about that Fine interview, and when Fine was talking about balancing and choosing between work and the industry. Thanks. Tell us some more about what you do in the culture and what it's been like. I don't want to interrupt. I love to just listen and let you, because I'm loud. Like, I'm loud. Excuse me, edit that out. No swearing. I be telling you that, but I'm telling me that.
Okay.
So I would love to tell us about what you do in the industry and what hardships have you endured trying to balance, because I see you pushing something nice outside.
Yeah. Well, I am a writer, lyricist, rapper, spitter, and my dad's a pastor. So I actually started in music, like singing, like at church.
Wow.
And in fact, my parents met because they went to Shaw University.
Okay.
And they were auditioning for the chapel accompanist job because they both played.
Okay.
And so my mom read, and my dad plays by ear.
Okay.
And so
my sister reads. I
Okay.
come from a musically inclined family. I'm the only one that doesn't play an instrument but this.
No,
But go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has wheels though.
This does have wheels, but
Yeah.
but I can't read. So
Oh, okay.
continue. I'm listening.
So I mean, and he doesn't. I mean, he reads, but when he plays, he does not read. It's a little bit more belabored. In any case, we always
You're
had
genetically
music.
skilled.
I guess so. Yeah. And so we always had music in the house, and so I did band, did chorus, and pursued classical music in bassoon. Went to Appalachian State, University of Hartford, Hart School of Music, and then finished up at Manhattan School of Music. Worked at Juilliard for a while.
Okay.
And performed a lot in New York and in Europe, and had my kids, and was living in the Bronx, and was just like, I'm proud of my accomplishments as a classical musician, but I kind of recognized that in my neighborhood, which was Marble Hill, north of Washington Heights, that the people that I lived with, my neighbors that I identified with, had no need for, or found, there was no relevance for my past and where I was. And so I didn't stop actually doing classical music, but I actually pursued some music in bachata. So I was singing bachata and merengue, and then I dropped it, did a little bit of neo soul and songwriting. And then 3 or 4 years ago, my life kind of exploded because my youngest son he got arrested and got sentenced to like 3 years.
Wow.
And that just, I think, paralyzed me in a way where I was like, oh my gosh, I need to find a place to unpack this. And somehow, it was how it was orchestrated to be, rap showed up. And I was like, damn, D-A-M-N.
I think damn is okay.
That's okay.
I think
It's
damn
the
is
other
good.
ones, right?
Yeah.
It's the juicy ones.
It's the ones that the bucks and knits.
Okay, I think. Okay, right.
But that I could,
So, hip hop had always been there for me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't aware of it.
It always gave you a hug, ultimately.
Right. But I wasn't identifying that because I just thought I'm square and whatnot.
Yeah.
But these experiences, I needed a place to unpack, and hip hop chose me. And so now I've been at it for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Talking about my incarcerated son, protection orders against baby daddies being deported.
Yeah.
I mean, and not that I'm celebrating.
No. It has a very Rhapsody feel to it. Not to compare you two, because you two are two different sounds.
Right.
But as far as the storytelling and it being true and having depth and speaking from, I'm being a real woman and not a Barbie doll.
Right.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. So I have enjoyed it because I learned so much from listening to myself after I've finished a production or a project, and just recognizing, man, I didn't know I really felt that way. And then I think being able to speak to the experiences of other people that can really, really relate. And I'm by no means putting down, the younger trap culture or hip hop culture, because I respect them. They need to be where they are. But I know that their life experience perhaps may not allow them to speak to the things that I talk about.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so I'm thankful to have hip hop and rap, and I'm thankful to be able to work with a lot of great artists. And I'm thankful also, this is, sometimes you feel like you're late in life.
Yeah.
You feel like, man, I missed this opportunity.
Who you telling?
Yeah.
Who was you telling? I mean, and I know that, like, I get what you're saying, but even to be doing what I'm doing, I should have been technically DJing a long time ago.
Wow.
So I feel like, even though my age may be right for journalism and broadcasting, 'cause I'll be 34, the age is good, but the behaviors, and then also, maybe I don't resonate with that so much on that end, but I definitely resonate on that end financially and feeling late to my family.
Oh, yeah.
How do you balance keeping a strong relationship with your son and this?
Oh, no, but let me tell you this. I gotta say it.
Okay, go ahead.
So listen, I don't feel like I'm late. I don't even feel like this is a second chance. I think this is the way it was supposed to be the whole time. Because I wondered, I lived in New York, and I could have pushed into the hip hop culture and music, because it would have been perfect.
Yeah, you could have very easily.
Yeah, because I was right there, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't. But there was so much life experience that I had yet to have, and now being able to come to where I am right now, I'm well over. I mean, I can, but I'm well over 40.
Okay.
But I just
don't look like they over 30, but
well, yeah. But it feels like that. It doesn't feel. The timing is the way it was supposed to be. And so I feel really, really good, because when you think, oh, this is my second chance, I missed it before, or I'm late, you judge yourself. And when you judge yourself, you rob yourself of being able to enjoy where you are. And I'm thankful to be where I am. I'm thankful to bring my schwa and my blend of sexiness and confidence and phenomenalism that chicks that are 20 years older than me, they can't, because they've not done it. Do you know what I mean? And that's okay. I'm okay with being quirky. I'm okay with being a square. I'm okay with people making fun of me, because I don't care, because I'm telling my story, and I know that because my story exists, it will appeal to someone, and they will come.
Wow. Can you do you mind saying that first part for me one more time? Because that, I think, really hit home, and I think that can hit home for a lot of people, no matter where they're at in life. Say it again for me. It happened right now, because it's not fair to view things as a second chance because you rob yourself, is what you're saying?
You're judging yourself.
You're judging yourself.
That you missed it.
Yeah.
And I didn't miss anything. I saw a lot.
Yeah.
And perhaps I needed to develop the vocabulary to take my feelings out of one space into the space that I am right now.
Yeah.
And that's not something that boom
happens right away,
because we're taught actually not to do it. So I really needed to spend time to develop
communication,
the confidence, and the knowingness, and the okayness that I have right now. That would have been virtually impossible to have had when I was 22. It wouldn't have happened. There's
wow.
And then half the stuff I just saw at 22, I didn't need to be talking about. This stuff is raggedy. I have to tell you.
I think everybody's 20s are raggedy though, but go ahead.
No, my 30s were raggedy, and my 40s were raggedy as well. And I have to tell you this, because I lived here before in Charlotte, and I dated a guy who had a car dealership on this very street.
Stop.
And so I turned onto off the highway.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this. oh, like I never
Yes.
paid attention, but I
Oh
was like,
wow, and then you're back here full
and
circle.
I was like, oh my gosh.
I know exactly where I'm at.
And then I was like, and I know exactly where I was.
And
where
now
I
you know where you're going.
Boom.
That was good. That was good because it's something about deja vu. We're saying the universe and timing and everything. So it definitely feels like you're in your moment. What would you say to listeners that listen to your music right now and aren't necessarily resonating with that? What advice do you give to your fans through your music?
I think it is okay to be where you are.
Okay.
And it is okay to feel what you feel, even if you feel that what you're feeling isn't evolved and it needs to evolve.
Yeah.
But it's okay to speak from where you are.
Yeah.
There's beauty in that. Let me tell you a story. Now this is weird, but I think it'll make sense.
Okay. No,
All right. So my mom passed away in 2010.
Okay.
And I was living in Charlotte and had to go back to Raleigh to spend time with her.
Okay.
And it was obvious she was ready to go. Like,
Yeah,
She's
it's time.
was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I remember watching her, like the death rattle, fighting to breathe.
Yeah.
And she couldn't really open her eyes. When she did, it didn't even look like her anymore.
Yeah.
And I would feel her hand, and I remember like separating myself from the emotion and just gaining tremendous clarity and being able to be like, you know what, Mom, you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
You're dancing your way the way you want to and going to somewhere that's better. And so I think that when people are challenged or having a hard time, that's what I would encourage them to do. That's what I need to do myself, is to be okay.
Yeah.
Dance it out. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Just dance. And the dance can be all by yourself. And it can be in a community or it can be with other people.
They say that if you ever feel like crying, do a body roll.
Oh yeah,
like
really?
you can't, there's no way, how can you cry doing that?
I can't even do that.
It's not the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But doing something of that nature, and whether it's dancing literally or even art, or because my mother picked up art way later. Matter of fact, this is one of her pieces right here. Thank you. That kind of got melted in the car. Sorry, Mom. It
maybe
wasn't
that's
me.
the way it was supposed
But maybe
to
that's
be.
the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And seeing her just work on that, and she's been working on it she's been working on her new craft for about the same time that you've been picking up hip hop. And it's just been incredible to watch my mom transform again.
That's beautiful.
And it's like, dang, like you were already the most beautiful woman in the world to me. And then you were beautiful when you were this age and you were in college and when you were taking care of us, when, you know what I mean, when my dad was away overseas, and here you are, all your girls are 30 plus now, just now. No, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna do like that, 29 plus. And to see her do and re-gift, I definitely can understand that watching that, I look forward to going through that metamorphosis at that point in time. Would you say that your listenership would be more so would you say that demographic is more so like my mom, or would you say that your listenership is more a kind of a mix? Like
It's definitely
very
a
eclectic?
mix.
Okay.
Because there are times.
Yeah, tell me about your fans, because I can imagine what your fans are like.
Yeah, it is all over the place. Some of my fans are closer to my age.
Okay.
But then some of them they're not quite my son's age, but definitely, like upper 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
Because there's some really cool, dope things that I spit about. And what's really cool is the fact that I am the age that I am, and my contemporaries are all settled, living in suburban, doing whatever, going to spin classes and driving.
I'm a
SUV.
yoga mom.
Yeah. And that's okay.
Right.
But that's not where I am. And so it's just really cool to be able to experience things organically that others that are like closer to my age just don't do.
Don't necessarily do because
And-
they're afraid of, do you think, taking that step
Well,
or changing or
they're comfortable. And that's okay.
that is okay. And that's okay.
It's
Just
all
being
okay.
it's all about being okay where you're at whenever you're
Right.
at, because it's only about the present. Just when you go into
Exactly.
the future and too far in the past, that things start to get jumbled up.
Yeah.
That's
but
dope.
I do some ratchet songs. Like, I don't know if you've heard I Don't Be Twerking.
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, 'cause I literally, I don't be twerking. I took some dance classes this summer.
Okay.
Because I was like, I'm going to learn how to twerk.
Yes.
I still can't
Twerking, and it's not for everybody.
Well,
twerking
no.
ain't for everybody. What I will say is, well, other than twerking classes, what else are you working on? Like, what you got coming up? What can we expect coming from Lecz?
Definitely like more performing. I just moved out here.
Okay.
In August.
Okay.
And so just more performing, more collaboration. A video. I did a song entitled Unrequited with Gowdy Biggs, who's an artist out of Colombia.
Okay.
And I definitely want to do a visual with him.
Okay.
I have put this off for a while, but I'm going to start doing my own beats, being my own producer.
Nice. Yeah. I love a woman that can make a beat or even spin or anything technical. I don't like when when they put us in this industry, especially here, try to genre us into you sing. I get it all the time. You a singer? No, I don't necessarily sing. How do you face stereotypes? What stereotypes do you face, and how do you counteract that?
I've been to events where look, I'm gonna be real. I'm not even gonna pack it.
No, I don't. This YKTV Wit V. I be saying some stuff. Go ahead. As long as you don't cuss, say it.
So I'm not putting down people who are challenged hue-wise.
Okay.
When they are in the hip-hop culture or they perform. Like, there's room for everybody.
It is room for everybody.
But it bothers me when people are quick to accept people who are not the traditionally cultured looking kind of folk. Yeah. And I can't do it. And when hip-hop started, I was actually alive and I was listening to it on the radio. Yeah. That is wrong. Yeah. That is not fair.
Because hip-hop is still a baby. Like, hip-hop is just now, you and hip-hop are around...
We're around the same age. Yep. And I can't get no play. And that pisses me off when I go to events and I won't even be considered. Yeah. That's irritating. Yeah. To me. And it's so un-hip-hop.
It is. It's not. I will say that, like, it is. Can I speak from a millennial perspective too? Yeah. Because I see it in between. I can see it from the city girlisms. That's what I kind of like about my Wiz Khalifa generation. Like, we don't really do much. We're definitely a stoner generation. Where we came from, our parents were mostly, we had Ronald Reagan type parents. So to say that without saying much, it's not what it was at all. It's definitely, I remember when coming into hip hop and everybody being accepted for being different. And now it's very molded. It's very, it's sad. It's very sad. It's very stereotypical. It's very a look. It's very even rapping off beat came in style. That's the new thing that everybody is doing, and you almost have to do it a little bit, and it's not even that good. But why, if I rap too on beat, or if I rap a little too Jay-Z, like, now you sound old. Right. It's not, there's a lack of acceptance, even from my generation of hip hop, for that 90s sound as much, unless it's redone with a different hi-hat, unless it's, you know what I mean, or auto-tuned up or made. Yeah, there's definitely no, and you have to, the look, because it pressures me. Even I feel it whenever I'm doing interviews, like as I'll interview I'll say fake bodies per se. I run into that a lot, and it intimidates me as a woman, because it's like, why are these guys even looking at me? I don't have a fake body. I shouldn't be thinking that. Right. Like, I shouldn't be thinking that.
It's horrible. And I was talking to somebody who's very important at this point, and I was just saying, oh God, it's so deep. Do you eat Fruit Loops?
No, not like that, but I do sometimes.
This is going somewhere.
Okay, I do.
You eat Corn Pops?
Nah, sometimes, yeah.
Apple Jacks?
Sometimes, yeah.
Now Laters? Jolly Ranchers?
Yes.
What about, you don't now, I'm sure. You don't look like the type. You don't eat chicken nuggets like from McDonald's or something.
No.
Okay. So all of these things are being peddled by an industry that wants to cut corners. And they actually want to poison us. And so at the root of hip hop, it's oral tradition.
Yeah.
And the thing that's really fascinating, if you think about it, is that, you know, back when Africa was being colonized, they would never let neighboring tribes speak the same language. They would force them to speak language, like somebody would
Different
speak,
languages.
right? So
Yeah.
that there was no way to communicate.
Okay.
Because they knew that our oral tradition was off the chain.
Yeah.
And that we could do great things.
With it, yeah.
And so we created
Watered down.
right, hip hop,
Yeah.
rap as a way to
do
oral
that.
tradition,
Yes.
to communicate, to
Yeah.
disseminate greatness, to disseminate realness and truth and how you get over. And now it has become an apple juice,
Yeah.
which is not apples at all.
It is. And then it's and now it's a different type too. It was like that it was 360 deals, and now we're doing streams, and now it's the deals like with, you know, the other industries as well too. It's very, hip hop is not.
It's not even
It's not ours anymore.
No. And I saw, I mean, this is not related to me, but it's just really fascinating.
Yeah.
I was watching this, and it's probably old, and I just saw it, but I saw it on Facebook, then I looked at it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where rap was overtaken.
Okay.
Or kidnapped
Yeah.
by an industry that wanted to program our community.
Yeah.
And they wanted to program our community so that it would drive the prison population numbers up.
Absolutely.
And so they have, and because it never makes sense when you're looking at like BET awards or certain shows where you see that they have these, you know, people. And I'm not putting them down.
No. I just had an episode about this, saying how far. I just said that. I was talking about Cardi B and Candace Owens, and I even said, I was like, it's so far intertwined. No, I was talking about the kids being kidnapped. I was like, it's so far intertwined. Y'all don't even see it, and your favorite celebrities are in on it too. And I was like, and I even said, I told everybody, I told y'all that it's not even you. It's not just you. It's me too. I did it. I fell for it. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors, but we are out of time.
No way.
We gotta get,
Oh, that was great. Well, I had fun,
we gotta
though.
get no. You gotta come back. You gotta come on. I got a couple of shows for you because you know we got the Power Podcast Network that we do too. So you gotta either come on my show or one of the other shows
Great.
too. You definitely have to. I'm gonna figure out I know exactly what show you got. We gotta get you on No Approval Podcast. Shout out to Darius Neely on No Approval. This is your second shout out so far on my show, Darius. I don't like you that much, but I'm gonna bring Miss Lecz Luther to your show. Where can they get at you at, and where can they listen to your music at?
Instagram
Okay.
at Lexi Luther, LECZLUTHER, and all of my stuff is streaming. Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Peer Podcast. I mean, it's all over.
Where do they type it in? What do they type in to find you on Spotify or Apple?
LECZLUTHER.
Okay.
I have 4 or 5 songs there, so.
All right, y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Hey, thank you so much for coming to YKTV Wit V. You gotta come back. You gotta come back. Yeah, come back out when your next project drops. Everybody's coming back when they got an album coming. So I need everybody to come back and bring their music through. So get into this tune with Lexi Luther now, right now. Tune in. Don't move nowhere. You tuned into What's Hood Radio, all indie music all the time. YKTV Wit V.